Good morning, folks. This is a quick and hopefully full tutorial how to install Visual Pinball VPX from head to toe, so that will put you back on your feet running this amazing emulator and start having fun with your Visual Pinball experience. Some topics that I want to just touch base with you, something really quick. It's the screen position. It must be like this one. I have a three screen settings: Playfield, backglass, DMD. Make sure they are next to each other, all line up from the top. So this one would be not acceptable. Okay, they must be next to each other, and make sure that the scale, it's 100%. I got 150 right now, so you can see better, but all three screens must be at 100%. 100%. Doesn't matter what the recommendation is, because my, for example, recommendation is 150. When it's time to play your games, there must be 100%. That's the right position, 100%. Okay, go back over here right now. Let's move all three screens at the moment. Like I said, I have the taskbar on all three. If you want to remove the taskbar for the backglass on the DMD, running a 3 LCD screen, just right click on the taskbar settings and just disable the multiple display settings. Show you what is that. It's right here, multiple display settings. Just switch it off, and that will make the toolbar, the taskbar, disappear from the other two. It will be all only on your main field, the play field. Okay, that's really important. Okay, no, keep going. After that, let's start looking for some website. This is the most important website that you need to have. You need to register. It's free. Email and password, create an account. It's vpinball.com, vpforum.org, vpuniverse.com, vpdb.io, especially for this table over here. It's awesome. It's amazing. And Pinball Nirvana. Pinball Nirvana got a good also section for visual pinball with your ROMs, over 1,000 ROMs, 1K. So everything you need. And always Google. Google, it's pretty much essential for this hobby. You're looking for something, just Google it. It will be easier for you. Okay, so let's start downloading our Visual Pinball all-in-one installer. Just go to vpinball.com, all downloads, select Visual Pinball Builds, Visual Pinball Official, and download this one. They're all-in-one installer. I already downloaded that. It's in my download folder. So just let's go open the download folder. And there it is. It comes in the zip. You unzip it. There it is. Let's install it. Yes. My suggestion is create a C games folder. So all your system will be in there. So C games, Future Pinball, C games, Visual Pinball, C games Team will be there for your pinball FX2 or FX3. So next, browse, tell them to go and see. See games. Okay. Next, I don't have a pin to DMD or any other pin DMD. If you have one of those, please check it. You must check it. I have an LCD screen, so I just check by default with the one. the DMD extension support, install. DirectX, you must install this one too, amazing or not. It will take a second. See, it's finished. Microsoft Net Framework is already installed as up to date. You must have this one up to date. Do I have a second back monitor? Yes, we all do, unless you're running a full screen. But if you have at least 2 screen or 3 screen, you have a backglass screen, so say yes. Okay, now it's telling us to set up the Playfield resolution and the backglass resolution. So always double check, go on your display settings. Remember your Playfield, in my case it's a 4K, but if you're running an HD it would be 1920 by 1080, okay, by default. So with this one in mind, let's go back over here and put our resolution. So it would be 30A40 by 2160. And our backglass, it's display 2 and is a 1920 by 1080. So select display 2, 1920 by 1080. Leave this one at 0 at the moment. We go back there. There are some options, some numbers you need to put there for some tables like diner or fan house, and I will show you why you need to fill this up too. Non-important at the moment. We'll go back in there during our tutorial. Okay, this is done, finished. Okay, we need to register the B2S. So now we have Visual Pinball on our desktop. Open file location, CHNC, Visual Pinball. Okay, tables, that's where our B2S it's located. Okay, that's the numbers. Now we need to register this one one time only, or every time then you change that something. Let's say that you buy a different monitor with a different resolution. Okay, change the resolution over here, whatever it would be, and then register the app one time and you're good to go. Okay, Visual Pinball. Something very important, preferences, video graphic options. All right, make sure your display one match, that's the resolution. Okay, of course it's now 1920 by 1080. Find your right resolution and the frequency of your screen. Mine is 3840 by 2160 at 60 megahertz. It's a 4K and it's running at there it is. So go check always with your Windows. Make sure the Windows recognize your screen. So at advanced display settings, you will see your display one. It's a 59, close enough. Okay, that's a 60 gigahertz, and the other one are 60 gigahertz. Okay, also make sure there's the same thing with your NVIDIA control panel. Open that one. Let's make it a little bigger and bigger. This is correct. Use with 3D application settings. That's the VSync. Up here, select for quality of performances, quality, apply, change resolution. We don't need it. There you go. 60, 60, and 60. So make sure that everything match. Okay, that's really important. So we are back over here. we select our resolution, our monitor frequencies. This one, use always FS backdrop, must be checked. Must be checked. Cabinet anti-stretch ball, it's important. The frame per second, common mistake. This both must be 1. Perfect. Force XOV full screen mode. When it's time to play, check it. Right now that we are working with settings, no, leave it alone. Okay? But when you are running your front end or when it's time to play your game, check this one and press OK. If you are running a NVIDIA video card, you need to check this one. This just for ATI Radeon. If you're now running an NVIDIA a Radeon video card, you need to check this one. I have an NVIDIA. Don't check this one. Okay, so we have this one set up. This one, you were just messing around. When it's ready, you can disable. You can select quality as SMA, standard. Okay, that's just the leave standard right now. That's not a major concern right now, but this one, it is. It is, it's important. Okay, we already set up our screen. Now, VP main. We need to install VP main. Set up the 32-bit, so we went to our Visual Pinball folder, VP main, and we are running the setup. Yes, install, one time only, done. Set path, make sure that everything match your ROM and the C, game Visual Pinball, VP main ROMs, your configuration, and we RAM, everything by default should be correct. Just double check quickly, click OK. Set defaults. At the moment, we are running a cabinet mode. This is also important. Cabinet mode must be checked. And that show DMD. That's a classic DMD, the orange classic DMD. We will go with the color DMD in a minute. Right now, let's just have everything set up and running. Okay? Equipped. Pretty much, we are almost there. The backglass is set up. The video configuration is set up. The VP main it's set up. So what we need to do is just try some tables. Open file location, go to your table folders. That's where you put your tables. I already have some tables ready to go for this demo. Let's start with 24 and attack from Mars right now. And I'll show you why. Copy, paste, and Diablo. It's also important because it's Ultra Dmd game. So for Ultra Dmd game, you need to have the table, the backglass. Well, check one more, the one Diablo. You must have the table, the backglass, and the Ultra Dmd folder in the table folder. So the table name and the backglass name must match. Every table, backglass and table must match. And for the DMD table, that folder that came with the table must be put in the table folder. Don't change the name. Whatever they gave it to you, that's what you got. I just moved some stuff in there that I don't need to. I copied in there. Okay. Another important tip that I can give to you guys, click on the View tab and make sure that you see the file extension. It's important, especially to recognize INI files. We're going to there in a minute too. So select the View tab and check file extension. Okay, it must be checked. See, did the file extension disappear? No, you need to see those. There it is, the file extension is good. So we have our tables and the backglass in the Visual Pinball. Now let's start launching the first table. Oh, see? What I did wrong, I forgot to reduce the scale to 100, okay? And this would be an issue. So display settings, this correct scaling must be 100. Remember that, must be 100. Controller VBS, it's a script, it's missing on the table, and this is the ROM. The machine 24_150 terminated before it, that means the ROM is missing. What you're gonna do, Google, there it is, and look for the ROM. To NT4_, what's the name of the ROM? Let's see the way 150, and the all zip file .zip. Look at, there it is. So Google is your helper. Where it send us? Oh, to VP Universe was one of the 4 websites that I give you earlier, 4 or 5 websites. Okay, you download the zip file, you grab the file, and you copy in your VP main ROM folder. I already downloaded this ROM, and it is, those are my tech from Mars. So what we gotta do, the table is not working without the ROM. Quit, open file location, VP main, ROMs, paste, and you put the ROMs over here. It was missing some script files. Okay, no big deal. I have the script files for you already. It's very, there are 99 script files that I have on top of that one. They're really small. I will zip it for you, attach the video or the link so you guys can have it. So just select them all, copy, and paste it in a Visual Pinball script folder. Paste. Yeah, replace them all. Okay, now we have the script and the ROM in the right folder. Let me switch to a twin screen view. There it is. Playfield, backglass at DMD, because we need to work on that now. So we are launching Attack from Mars 24. 150. Oh, yeah. I just copied. Yeah, I know. I just copy the Attack from Mars ROMs. So the 24 is right here. Copy. Visual Pinball. VP main. ROMs. Paste. Okay. And let's double check. Okay. Our display is 100%. Okay. 5:24. Play. Perfect. There it is. We have our table.
The following takes place between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Downtown Los Angeles is being victimized by terrorist attacks.
Believe it or not, you already have your Visual Pinball table running. Something was missing, the DMD. No, it's not missing. It's in there right now. Let's focus on our backglass, okay? So let's launch the table one more time. So if you have a 2-screen setup, okay, let's change the focus on the backglass. Okay, if you have the 2-screen setup, pretty much that's what you need to have. Don't do anything else, just set your DMD over here. If you have a 3-screen setup, you need to remove this one. We'll go there in a second. Let's help our friends with 2-screen setup first. Let's go back to our Playfield. Okay, and the DMD is right here. Small, teeny, tiny DMD is right here. So what you gotta do is just right-click and show Windows border. Okay, now you can stretch it a little bit. It's easy for you to see it. Now, if you set up the monitors the same way I show you, one next to each other, to move from the first to the second and to the third monitor, what you need to do is just drag everything to your right. Okay, everything to your right. Okay, I need to have now all of them so you can see it. You have all 3 screens. We are dragging everything to the right. Now we are on the backglass. Keep going to the right. Now it's on the DMD. Okay, so let's see that we need it on the 2-screen monitor. Perfect. Leave it in there. Put it in position. Stretch it the way you want it. Of course, I'm working on the side of the cabinet. Okay, let's say that this is the correct position that we like it. Okay, go back on the Playfield, click the mouse on the Playfield, press F3 on your keyboard, and your DMD is on position right now. Okay, go back on the DMD, remove your borders. Okay, now you can just put it wherever you like it. Let's say like this is your preferred position. Back on the Playfield, click on there, F3. Done. Your DMD is in position, and if you're 2-screen settings,
The following takes place between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Take cover!
let's put our focus on our backglass now, just in case you, like me, are running 3-screen setup. Okay, so we need to remove the speakers and the grill. So let's go back over there. Move your DMD off the way. Right-click on the backglass. And up here, when they say grill, it's standard. Click down, select hidden, save settings. Okay, close, and now F3 to refresh the table. Now you have a full screen backglass. The grill and the speakers are disappeared. Let's go back to our all 3 system screens, because now my DMD it's here. I need to go on the backglass, so on the DMD. So keep sliding right, keep sliding right until you reach your DMD position. Okay, now let's go on the DMD position screen and let's work on this. So remember, right click on the DMD, select show Windows border, and then stretch. So I'm not using my entire DMD, but just a portion of it, because it was a little bit bigger for my build. So you stretch the DMD the way you like it, and when you think that you reach the result that you like it, go back on the Playfield, click on the Playfield, and then F3 on your keyboard. Now you have your 3-screen settings perfectly set up and running. We can play against the game.
The following takes place between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m.
amazing. You guys already running a 3-screen setup. There is something important that we need to do right now, and is to go back on your Playfield and go on the bottom and type regedit. Yes, and select the second key, a key current user, open them up. Let's go to software, open software, then freeware, and you will find Visual Pin Main. Okay, at the moment we only play one game, 24, but the more games you play, the more this list will be populated. So we have our 24, and if you click on 24 on the right side, you will go see your DMD height, X, Y, and width position. This is what we select as default for our DMD. So we need to transfer those numbers on the default tab. So every table that we are going to launch right now, the DMD will stay in the correct position. So open a text file, and X, Y, H, and W need to be write it down in there. That would be easier. So always look at the decimal part. See, for the height it's 594, so H will be 594. Our width will be 1906, and our X position will be 5756, and our Y position is 257. Okay, 257. Why we need those? We need those to set up our default values for all the tables. We need these values to set up our Ultra DMD, and we need those values to set up our Freezy DMD. So our Freezy DMD will not go back on its original place every time that we load the table. We need to put this coordinate in the DMDDevice.ini to make sure that Freezy DMD will stay always in place. Okay, so remember those keys. Those keys, if you double click, you'll see there are D-word 32-bit values. So just right click, rename, just copy the name. It will be quicker for you guys. Paste, that's height, rename, copy, paste, and now the X and the Y. Rename, copy, paste the X, paste the Y. Okay, now always up here, go to the default, okay, and right click on the right side, new. You gotta create 4 D-word 32-bit values, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then rename that one the same way we just write it down. One must be your DMD height, copy, rename, paste. The other one must be the width. I might have made a mistake. Go back to 24. DMD width, rename, copy, globals, default, rename, paste. That's the width. Okay, and now we go with the X and Y. Copy, new value, rename, paste. That's the X, rename, path. that's the white. Okay, that's not that hard. It's just a copy and paste, the right click. Now we gotta put these values in there. So for our I, double click DMD height, go to the decimal, and then copy what we already have. So for the height 554, copy, paste. Okay, now you have Y 554 between parentheses. For your X DMD width was 1906. That's my number, of course. Your number will be changed, but just you gotta match it. Copy, decimal, paste. Okay, always make sure that that number goes between parentheses. And now we have X, that was 57, 56. Copy, paste. Okay, 57, 56, and Y. Okay, give me an error. Delete. Yeah, let's create another one. New DT32 words and rename DMD position white. Copy, rename DMD position white, double click, decimal, and our Y position was 257. You don't need to run any tools. You can do this one on your own, and you're all set. Paste. Okay. All right, let's double check our numbers. So on our default, let's look at X. DMD position X between parentheses 57, 56 was 57, 60, 56. DMD position Y 257, 257. Our height was 594. Height was 594, and our width was 1906, 1906. Now we set up our default DMD sites in VP main. That means that if you're going to launch another table, let's go back to all three position. So now we gotta load attack for open attack for Mars. I know I already have the ROM in the ROM folder. I just copied in the beginning by mistake. And we're launching attack for Mars. Here we go. Our DMD is already in position. The table is factory resetting. When this is happening, like you see factory reset, restore, just get off the table for a minute and reload it. And the table is ready to be played. Just get off the table by mistake. Okay, let's go back on the table. Looks like there are really no music at the moment, so what you gotta do is just press end on your keyboard. Your DMD start flashing. I use 8 or 9 to adjust the volume. Okay, back to play. Exit the game and try to reload it. We gotta double check that we have now the music on the table.
Greetings, Earthling!
What we need to do now, we need to take off the DMD and the speaker size on your backglass. I'm pretty sure. Let me put them on your backglass so you guys can see it. So let's go on the backglass with your mouse, right click on it, and make sure then on the top I would say grill must be hidden. Save setting. Okay, it's telling you that changes will apply when you restart the table.
Return to battle, soldier!
Exit the table, and let's put back our 3 screen. Launch the table. Now your backglass is supposed to be perfectly fine.
Greetings, Earthling!
Okay, and this one it's also done. All the tables must be set pretty much this way. You already have your Visual Pinball X running. Now we're going forward more steps. We can add an Ultra Dmd table like Diablo, then I select, and we can go to using Freezy DMD for your color DMD, your color ROM or color DMD. We always use Attack from Mars to use our Freezy DMD, and let's see how we can proceed for having a color DMD to be displayed. Okay, before we move forward to our Freezy DMD, our color ROM, just if you like the video, if you want to see more tutorials, you can find me with another 6 great guys running this page on Facebook. Is our group. We decide to go with the video tutorials. There's the name of the page. There are already links, tutorial. There is an amazing tutorial how to set up a future pinball at every run in 17 minutes. This is the second tutorial about visual pinball, and more tutorials are coming for setting FX3 and front end like Pinball Y, Pinball X, Peanut Popper, and some other common issues. There will be a tutorial for that. So please follow us join us better on our Facebook page. Visual Pinball, Future Pinball, Pinball FX3, chat, support, and tutorial. There will be also a website pretty soon where you guys can also click and find tutorial link, helpful stuff, even some gameplay, phone tips and tricks about tables. Okay, it will be interesting. Looking forward to see you all on our page. Say that just sorry, move forward on the full screen one more time. That's the page. Join us. We're looking forward to see you all over there. Okay, if you want to play Attack from Mars or any other tables in the full color DMD, let's go on our VP main folder. And we need to create a folder called new folder must be called Altcolor. Okay, we have the Altcolor folder. What is the Altcolor folders? Okay, quick and easy. If you go back always on VP main on your config folder or on your environment folder, you will see that modify. Okay, you will see which table, which ROM you already play. So we already play at 24 Attack from Mars. This is the name of their ROM. Okay, so inside your Altcolor folder, you must have a subfolder with the same name of the ROM. This is my Altcolor folder. You can find it online. So for our Attack for Mars, always also go double check on the script. You will find out right away what's the name of the table, what kind of ROMs the table needs. See, game name, C game name AFM underscore 113B. That means I need this folder called match the same name of the ROM, Attack from Mars AFM underscore 113B. So I copy this one and paste in my Altcolor. So now on my Altcolor I have pretty much the color palette for my DMD. There are always one file steady. It's the pin2dmd.pil. That's of course if you're running at LCD screen, what I'm doing. And for more complicated animated stuff, there is a second one called VNI. So the P2DMD PAL, it's steady, it's a must. Some tables also have the VNI. Okay, so alt folder inside the VP main folder, the Altcolor folder, sorry, and inside the Altcolor folder you need to create another subfolder with the same name of the ROM that you are using for that table that you want to have a color DMD. Okay, now let's launch the table. Now you press F1, and 99% of the time people check these two without unchecking this one. Now you're going to have 3 the double DMD. Let's see if it's true. Okay, quit, play. And there it is. This is our pin2dmd. This one will never stay in position. Doesn't matter if you drag. Let's just drag it over here. If you exit the table, I need to see what I'm doing. And you launch the table again. You will find them on the same position unless you go edit the DMDDevice.ini inside a VP main folder. Hopefully I have all 3 screens set up right now. Let me double check. No, I just have this one. Let's put all 3. Alright, now you can see I have my regular DMD and my Freezy DMD running in there. So at one point make sure that also your background is solid color black. Okay, that will be much easier for you when you're playing. right now I use the color so you guys can see where I'm removing. Okay, so quick easy thing to do: open file location, go back on BP main for the setup, and when you set up the faults this time, uncheck the show DMD and use this two. So now by default you're going to use your Freezy DMD. Okay,